EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. We look at this Browns defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, a pretty nice effort.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the...
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Browns sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I used to have a coach who tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 4th down, Corey Bojorquez gets set to punt for Cleveland. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Hines now on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Here's Watson. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a 1st down. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And this is something that we see almost every ball game that he plays in. Joey Bosa gets home. No stranger to making plays in the backfield. He loves being on this team, loves attacking quarterbacks.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's out right at the 25. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stopped short of the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the gun, Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
At the Chargers' 30-yard line.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, 31.
Watson off play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 45-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Will Disley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here's Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Faking the give. Now Watson. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Giovanni Ricci from 4 yards out. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Where's the set? I can record. Hey, 24.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw. Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
24 is down, he's coming. Down, go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick slant completes into Njoku. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And trouble trying the middle here. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Back to throw. Watson. Oh, the turnover fast possession here up at the 44. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 34 yards there and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Herbert off of play action. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll run with Dobbins. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Herbert off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they
touchdown. Isaiah Spiller from 4 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best...
And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a... Touchdown. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so... remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need...
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. In motion comes the tight end left. Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And the lead will hold at 10.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
The Browns drive about to get started. To throw is Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
24.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Herbert.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Dobbins trying the left side. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, and keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to the...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Dissly with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Watson off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Watson.
On Herbert, his third interception. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Watson from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And some room to work. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, 58 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Edwards. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
21.
Now a handoff. Edwards dropped at the 35. So able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
Wiggles free, and he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.